Hi guys, Andy here. Let's have a look at the NASDAQ futures for Thursday, November 9. For the record, today is Wednesday, November 8. Time is around 7 p.m. GMT. So we took out the high right here for the moment marginally, but we took it out, which means that the WXY scenario as shown here is invalidated, and this increases the probability that our wave 4 was in right here as indicated with this scenario in red, the double tree correction as a WXYXZ scenario. So I can take the WXY from my chart. This scenario is no longer valid. And now I would like to take here the scenario where this low is the wave 4, this low after a double tree correction as my primary scenario. The reason is that first of all, this low is quite important for the S&P 500. If the S&P 500 takes out this low, it means that the S&P 500 cannot have a wave 4 anymore, and this opens the door to quite some bearish scenarios. Secondly, we also had a nice reaction here from this resistance area in the NASDAQ, and as you can see, the reaction right here is quite strong, and I believe this is an impulse. And so if this is an impulse, there is a chance that this is the start of a wave 5. We are not sure about this. There can still be another corrective structure that follows. I will explain this in a minute. But for now, I will turn the secondary scenario into my primary one. And so then, we believe that that this low here was the wave 4 low, and that from here we start an impulse up, the fifth wave. If this here is an impulse, we will have a look at the lower time frame in a minute, but it looks like this will be an impulse. It's not finished yet, in my opinion, but it will play out as an impulse. However, having an impulse here, that does not mean that we are out of the woods yet. So what could happen is that this is just the first part of a corrective structure, or even the beginning of something very bearish. This is also possible. Like for now, I classify here the part, or the part on the left of my chart as a WXYXZ, but I can imagine there are other analysts that classify this, for instance, as a leading diagonal, as a wave A. And so what could happen is that the wave 4 correction is not over yet, and then this is a wave A. Here we are working on a wave B up, also as an A, B, C. Then this impulse is our wave A, B down, C up as a wave B, and then we go again down in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore, having an impulse here is a good sign for the bullish case, but still that does not mean that we are out of the woods yet. So this can just be a first corrective structure, what we are having now, be it as a WXYXZ structure, be it as a leading diagonal in 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then here we can have another corrective structure as a wave B, A, B, C, and then another corrective structure can follow a final leg, for instance, the C wave, in case this is an A, B, C structure. But for now, we do not really have to focus on this, I would say. I think we have to put our attention on this right now, on this structure right now, and then we will see in a later phase how exactly this fits into the bigger picture. But so for now, I would call the wave 4 low right here, but just know that there might be alternative scenarios, that this is just the first part of a correction, that we now have a wave B, and then a second part of the correction as a wave C can follow. But for the moment, we should not really focus on this in my opinion. It's better to put our attention here on the lower time frame, on this structure, if we are looking for trades. And so, yeah, like I said, so I believe I can take off. No, I should put this here in green because it comes part of my primary scenario. Let me quickly do this, and then we take out this here, and then this here is an A, B, C indeed. And so now this area is also no longer relevant. And then here I can also take out this right here. And so then now the primary scenario is that we are working here on an impulse in green. Then it would mean that we have our wave 1 right here, or wave 2 right here, kind of a shallow wave 2, or I mean, we have a very extended wave 3 here. And so now what we want to do is looking at the lower time frame where this structure exactly could end. So if we look here at the 4 hour, then yeah, I would say there is a chance that our wave 3 high is situated right here, so like this indeed, and that we are now working on the wave 4, or we even had our wave 4 right here, a shallow wave 4, and then the fifth wave should follow. Let's have a closer look in the 15 minutes if that would make sense. So based on the 1 hour, I would put it like this. If we now look at the 15 minutes, yeah, this, it could be like this, but yeah, this is really hard to say, because if you have this, I explained this in earlier videos, if you have this extended waves, then your RSI becomes kind of worthless in the sense that it is difficult to interpret. like my primary scenario would be like this, that this is the tree that we are now doing the wave for, or this was the wave for, but actually it could also be like this, to be honest. That this here is our fifth wave, like this, and then that this here is the 3 and the 4, the strongest one, wave 3 of 3. This is also a possibility. I will go for my first ID, so that the wave 3 was in right here, that we are working on the wave 4, and that wave 5 still might follow, simply because yeah, I mean, this is very bullish, and we can simply not exclude, like there is not enough evidence that we will stop right here. This could be the top of the structure, but we simply do not have much evidence. And if you do not have much evidence, then it's just safer to further let it play out, to see what we get next. And once we turn bearish, it will become clear in the data. But now I have some doubt. Yeah, could still be that we here see another push up as a fifth wave. Actually, it's too early to call for the wave 5 or the end of the impulse right here. Okay, so difficult situation on the lower time frame, I would say, but the implication is of if we are having an impulse right here, then it means that the wave 5 could have started. At least if we have an impulse here, we should get another impulse up. So be it as a wave 5, be it as a corrective A, B, C, because you cannot have like one impulse up. After one impulse, a second impulse should follow. So it could be that this here is wave 1, wave 2 down, and then another impulse, wave 3 up. It could also be in a corrective scenario. This is wave A up, wave B down, and then wave C up. That's also a possibility. Of course, we have to respect this high right here. Okay, that's my analysis for today. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work. And I see you one of the next days for another video about the NASDAQ. Have a nice day. Bye bye.